Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more WWE 2K17 Mycareer Mode. My name is BrendenPlayz. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a crucial night here tonight. We need to get some wins, and we're going to have ourselves some big matches trying to build up in the rankings right now. And today, we are going to be going one-on-one with a man that we've seen plenty of in recent times, in Sami Zayn. So here we go. Let's get this one underway. A win over Sami Zayn may just get ourselves in the top 3 for the contendership for the NXT Champion. Hang on a sec! Sami Zayn from behind! Oh, a big shot there to the John Carter, but Carter's up to the task! No, Zayn! I thought for a moment Carter was going to countering him there, but Sami Zayn at the moment trying to make Carter tap out here. We were scheduled for a match, but Carter's been attacked from behind. And can Carter shut this down quickly? Because right now, Sami Zayn getting the better of Carter. Both men coming and bumping into one another, trying to gain the upper hand here. Carter though, oh, big knee right to the face of Zayn. We've seen that before. It's knocked Sami Zayn out in the past. Carter's trying to deal with Zayn now. John Carter looks as though he's in control. Sami Zayn trying to make Carter pay. Carter driving Zayn near the signage. This is not good for Zayn. Big elbow drop there by Carter. Zayn trying to get back to his feet, but oh, a big knee again by Carter, and Zayn in some trouble now. Here comes a big knee drop to Sami Zayn. John Carter stops away, and that's enough for Zayn. Carter sends an emphatic statement to Zayn. Now we have a match with Samoa Joe. Finally, one of the biggest rivals that we've been waiting to get our hands on. We were looking to get our hands on Samoa Joe, the former NXT champion here in career mode. We want Samoa Joe because he, in my opinion, is perhaps the ultimate stepping stone for us. We can beat Samoa Joe. We can beat anybody here in NXT, and we will be 100% ready to go to challenge for that NXT championship at one point. So here comes Joe, our opponent. So we started off with dealing with Sami Zayn on NXT. Now it's Samoa Joe here on main event. Not sure why Sami Zayn keeps trying to attack us from behind. It has not worked out ever for Zayn. So I think he might need to kind of rethink his strategy just a little bit. I mean, you know, you attack a guy behind, he gets the better of you once, you know, whatever, fair enough. But you try it again, it doesn't work. You keep trying it, it just doesn't work. Sami Zayn, bit of advice from me. Don't try it again. Just you know, maybe you got a better chance of meeting one-on-one. Of course, Sami Zayn has beaten John Carter. He made Carter tap out, so I'm not sure why Zayn is not willing to get in the ring and face him one-on-one like a man. Instead, he wants to attack Carter from behind. So Sami Zayn, every time he attacks Carter from behind, gets beat up. But when they meet in the ring, it's pretty fair game. So this one is underway right now with John Carter and Samoa Joe coming after one another in this one. Here on main event, a chance here for Carter to keep going up the rankings. Samoa Joe currently ranked 3, 1 ahead of John Carter right now, as Carter has the gut wrench into the suplex. Nicely executed there by Carter. And now follows it up with the elbow. Beautiful hang time there as he connected with the elbow strike right into the chest of Samoa Joe. Carter now wants Joe to get back to his feet, and Joe with a counter in the power slam. Now Joe, look out, big set time there as he launches himself onto John Carter. That weight of Joe landing on the ribcage of Carter. Now Carter with these big right hands, big rights and lefts trying to come after Joe, takes him down off his feet, and now John Carter in control here. This is perhaps the big one here for John Carter, a win over Samoa Joe, and I think it will probably solidify that Carter has arrived here at NXT in main event. You know, whilst Carter has been good, at times you feel as though he could be better, and losing a few matches in recent times, you just start to get the feeling, is this going to spark a bit of a losing streak? We talked about this a few episodes ago, and we thought after he got a win after his loss, he'd be okay, but he just dropped another match to Sami Zayn by submission. So now we're starting to wonder, how does Carter come back from this? Samoa Joe undoes the turnbuckle pad as he meets the knee of Carter. That turnbuckle now exposed. This is not going to be good for Joe. Carter, though, uses the other corner. Perhaps hasn't realized about the exposed turnbuckle yet. And it's now the face of Joe grinding against the ropes there. And now into the running DDT. Kata's pretty happy with himself thus far. So far, so good for the ex-prisoner. So far, so good here in NXT for Kata as he just continues to drive up the ranks. But he's gone to a bit of a screeching halt in the last few episodes. Been struggling to try and build himself into a top 3 contender. And he knows he needs to get there to have any chance of even thinking about the NXT Championship right now. Joe and Kata to the outsiders. Joe with a clothesline. Down goes Kata. Samoa Joe now has a hold of John Kata. Looks to perhaps bring him inside the ring. No, he decides for a DDT instead to continue to wear down Kata early on here. Using the outside of the ring for his advantage. Now, speaking of DDTs, there's one for Samoa Joe. Kata now can feel that he has a real chance here to win this match. The count continues to grow. Samoa Joe has to get himself back in the ring. A count-out win will help, but the referee, hang on a second, trying to stop Kata from going outside the ring, and that has also shut down the count as well. So the referee perhaps would have got to a 7 or 8 count. Wouldn't have mattered in the end, but Samoa Joe a little lucky there as a big slam there by Kata. Now into the elbow as well. So Kata looking pretty good here against one of the very best in Samoa Joe. And that's what Kata needs badly. Needs these big performances, needs these big wins, and now he drops the elbow again. The more he can secure these big wins, the more chance he has of perhaps becoming an NXT champion at one point. And oh, Kata with a spinning forearm! Beautiful strike there by Kata. Could be it now for Joe. And oh! The shoulders up. The referee, I thought, slapped the 3, but he said Joe had kicked out, and this match rolls on. Kata thought he had Samoa Joe beat right there. And oh, big clothesline now by Kata. Takes Samoa Joe off his feet. And, oh, Kata taken out with a back body drop there. Dragged towards the middle of the ring now. Joe feels as though he has a chance here, but no. Kata able to kick out and keep this one going. Now rolls outside the ring, out of harm's way, you would think. But Joe, the SCO just coming after John Kata, takes him off his feet. Now working down on the arm here of John Kata. Into the submission. Kata, will he tap out now? Kata's desperately trying. But Joe, I don't think he's gonna get this win thus far. Gonna have to do a little bit more. Kata was desperately trying to get out of the hold, and he managed to do so just in the nick of time. And now the announce table being taken apart here. Oh, Kata bounces off it as well. Samoa Joe, real opportunity for him here as well. Recently losing the NXT Championship, a win here gets him back in the hunt. That's what he's searching for. Oh, cat and mouse now as Kata rolled out of the ring. And now, oh, Joe into the exposed turnbuckle. Kata's realized, and oh, a knee to follow, and Joe has been cut. Samoa Joe cut open there. Both hands together, and they run as he runs and strikes Joe right in the face. And now he whips the head of Joe back and forth. Kata looking the goods now. Joe seeing his own blood. Joe, though, not going down without a fight. Joe has Kata against the ropes, hangs him down on the second. But Kata with a big right hand, but Joe ducks underneath there. Joe now, hang on a second, into the suplex. And Samoa Joe looks to be ready to strike. What can he do now? Joe, right hand now, hang on a second. Joe is suplex. We've seen this. Into the full Nelson. Joe looking to finish off Kata. Into this, another German. Now bridges through. May have Kata know a kick out at 1. So close for Joe, but Kata remains in it. Kata missing wildly with that strike, but now has a hold of Joe, looking for the pump handle. Connects. Joe taken down, perhaps taken out of this match. Kata, can he finish off Joe now? Here comes Kata, going for the Death Valley driver. Connecting. Could be it now for Joe, if he can get to the cover. May need to think about the ropes, he's close, but looks to be okay. This surely is it for Joe. Oh no! The shoulder is up again. The referee, I thought, once again counted the 3. I thought he had him. But the referee said it was just a 2 count. Perhaps Carter is just not getting the luck tonight, not getting the rub of the green at all. And now Joe continues to stay in this match despite taking a beating in recent times. Carter now grabs a hold of Joe, back to his feet. What can Carter muster up now? Gets Joe against the ropes and into a running clothesline. Not bad at all there by Carter. It's effective. And now Joe with a back body drop again. Down goes John Carter. Carter, though, rolls out of harm's way again. Realized that Joe was coming. Now gets Joe and takes him into the ringside barricade. Joe had kind of fallen over before he got there. Not as much damage done as he perhaps would have liked. Now Joe against the steel ring post. Carter now head first off the ring post goes Joe. Even more damage inflicted to that open wound on his forehead. Joe losing a lot of blood now, and Carter looking the goods. Once again, the referee does not want Carter to get it out there. He realizes the bad way that Joe is in right now. Samoa Joe on his knees. He's got to try and get back in the ring, otherwise he could get counted out here. On one knee now. Count of 5. Joe taking his time, resets himself, and back in the ring. Carter now has Joe. And a scoop slam. Nicely executed there by Carter. Now Joe with a shoulder block takedown. Samoa Joe hanging in. But for how much longer though? He's looking okay now. Trying to build some momentum here. It's been all Carter in recent times. Joe needs a few big moves to keep Carter off his feet to have any chance of victory tonight. Joe now, what's he got planned here? Look out, insecurity to the side of the face. Brutal there by Samoa Joe. Not pretty, but effective as we've been saying. And now, John Carter uses his legs to take Samoa Joe off his feet, sweeps him off his feet, and now looks to take advantage here. Joe, though, not having any of it, keeps Carter off his feet here. And this is what Joe has to do. He has to keep Carter down. Carter trying to use those strikes to come back into this one. Oh boy, hang on a second, into the pop handle again. Samoa Joe out of it perhaps. And now he wants the Death Valley Driver one more time maybe. Or is it the spinning forearm? No, it's the Death Valley Driver. Can he connect? Yes! I don't think he learned that one in prison, but it's been one of those moves that he's tried to apply ever since learning how to compete in the squared circle. It's been working so far for him. Can it work tonight over Joe? No, again, Joe with his shoulder up, as you can see the blood all over the chest of Joe. Samoa Joe kicks out of everything right now. A true test here for Carter. No matter what he does, it's not enough. Joe now into the corner. And look out. Bounces off the turnbuckle into the German suplex. John Carter looking the goods now. Joe hanging on for dear life. Can Carter put Joe away though? He's been struggling thus far. Now Joe against the ropes and Carter. Oh, big clothesline. Clubs down Joe. Joe's agonizingly close to the ropes. Will he get the rope break? No, it's over. The clothesline gets the win for Carter. After an onslaught of damage, Samoa Joe on his last legs takes his last breath and he cannot kick out. It's over. John Carter finishes off Samoa Joe tonight in a bloody warfare. Samoa Joe tried his absolute best, but the blood was too much to handle and overcome. The oxygen keeps on pumping, keeps on affecting him. And John Carter just too good tonight as well. Great win by Carter as he transforms into a referee for a moment. And now Carter can celebrate, maybe moving up the ranks at the same time. One of his biggest wins thus far in his career over Samoa Joe. He'll take that win any day of the week. That is a big, big win. And Carter looks pretty confident here. Is this the start of something great to come here for John Carter here at NXT? And of course, main event. So a big win there over Samoa Joe. 5-star match. And Carter needs a few more of those to keep on building and building his way up those rankings. And as you can see, the NXT Champion Shinsuke Nakamura celebrates his win over Baron Blade. A great win here by Nakamura. And he's going to be pretty proud of himself here tonight. Continues to find ways to win. He's impressive, there's no doubt about that. And hang on, John Cutter! Cutter's in the ring! Cutter now after Nakamura. Big strikes to Nakamura. But hang on, Shinsuke countering into the driver. And Cutter, hang on, maybe he's made a mistake. Still continue to fight away on Nakamura now. Look out, DDT! The DDT to Nakamura. After a hard-fought match, Nakamura may have nothing left. Now Cutter to finish off Nakamura, trying to send a message to the NXT Champion here tonight. Gets him up, going for the driver again. Death Row style. It is the Death Valley driver, better known as the Death Row driver from John Cutter. Sends a statement, sends a message to Nakamura. Is Cutter ready for the NXT Championship? We're about to find out in the coming episodes of Career Mode. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's episode of Career Mode. If you did enjoy it, please let me know by leaving a like on this video. Comment about anything you liked in this video as well. And let me know if you have any recommendations to John Cutter that we should perhaps tweak in the future. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe to see more, and I'll see you all next video.